Hey folks, how's it going? It's Game Webcam. So, we've tried a variety of different platforms so far. We've tried Brick Hill, we've tried Polytoria, so what's next? Well, if you've already read the title, you know that the next platform that we're going to be trying in this video is a platform called Brickadia. Now, I stumbled across Brickadia because I talked to someone in the Polytoria community and they recommended this game to me, and I've been wanting to make a video about Brickadia for at least a few months now, but I didn't have the time to get around to it until now. And hopefully this will not be the first and last video that I have to make on Brickadia, because the problem is when checking out new alternatives, I have to be very careful with the alternatives that I cover, because some alternatives can shut down really quickly in like a matter of months after I make a video on it. So I want to try and make sure that I only cover alternatives that I know are probably going to stand the test of time. And before we continue this video, I guess I did get a new chair. My old one was starting to fall apart. It was starting to not work properly anymore, which it did a pretty good job of not doing that, because that thing lasted like 5 or 6 years. I got that office chair when I first got my computer, and it lasted me a pretty good while, but unfortunately it was starting to see better days, so I got a new gaming chair right here, and this is what I got. It's got the nice little lumbar support right here, so it curves with my back as I sit down and lean in various different positions, which is very nice because I do have a lot of different sitting positions, so it's good that they have that taken into consideration. But it's still overall very comfy and nice, and hopefully this chair will last as long as my previous one, if not longer. Alright, so let's talk about the registration process for Brickadia. So, registering an account for Brickadia is probably the most interesting sign-up process that I've seen as opposed to other websites. Most websites in general, what they make you do is they have you put in an email, put in a password, some form of verification, whether that be a CAPTCHA or something, and then they usually send like a verification email to the mailbox, and then you just simply verify your email account there and your account's created. But for Brickadia, they decided to take an additional step. So when I was making my account, not only did I have to supply my email, but I also had to join a specific Discord server, which I'm assuming is the official Discord server for Brickadia. Let me show it to you real quick. So this is the Discord server that you have to join if you want to sign up to Brickadia. I'm pretty sure the reason why they are using a sign-up process is because they want to prevent botting on their platform, so people can't easily make botted accounts. And Jesus Christ, the hurdles that I had to go through in order to get properly verified on this server was just absolutely nuts. There were like 2 different verification processes I had to go through. One of them being the native Discord process, and the other one being like a third-party process. And it was just so weird, man. So if you do want to sign up for this platform, it is going to be a little convoluted because it will take some time to go through all the hoops and stuff to be able to make your account. But after this, it's just a simple email that you get in your email. You just check your email, and then you sign up your account there. From what it looks like right here, it seems like Brickadia uses Unreal Engine for its underlying engine when making the game, so that's good to know. This is in contrast to Polytoria, because Polytoria uses Unity as its underlying engine, and Brick Hill is trying to use Go.Engine for their new workshop and new client, because that's supposed to give them a lot more flexibility than using a game engine like Unity or Unreal Engine. But you know what? I'm not going to judge a platform just because they use an underlying game engine. If that's what makes their development process a lot easier, then so be it. The overall community for Brickadia is a lot more different than the communities for Polytoria and Brick Hill, but who knows, maybe after I upload this video that might change, because the thing is, communities don't last forever, especially good communities. They don't tend to last forever. There's always some point where an internet community eventually breaks down into becoming this toxic cesspool for the most part. I have yet to be proven wrong with this sort of statement, but it seems like they've done a pretty good job maintaining a nice community here. I have chatted it into this Discord for a few days, and I will say that they are a pretty nice community, and I can easily vibe with them. But anyways, let's get off the Discord server now. Let's now start focusing on the actual website. So if you take a look at some of the screenshots, Jesus Christ. If these are in-game screenshots, this is impressive. Like, looking at just the first glance, graphics-wise, this looks insanely good. Like, you could see the details that are put into the maps and stuff. Like, these aren't just simple sets. These look like games composed of hundreds, if not thousands, of parts. When it comes to the avatars, Brick Hill and Polytoria tend to follow in Roblox's footsteps, where they tend to have the motto that one part, one huge brick equals one limb. And you notice that this is a theme with Brick Hill and Polytoria. It seems like here in Brickadia, though, that is not the case. In fact, it seems like the Brickadia avatars have more similarity to actual Lego avatars than they do Roblox avatars. So I do kind of appreciate that they aren't exactly trying to look like Roblox avatars here. They're at least trying to establish a different sort of style here. We are in like an early phase of Brickadia right now, so over the coming months or years, we may start to see like some huge changes being done to the platform, because for all we know, this may not be the final product at all. It may actually be something completely different for all we know. The only other thing that I do know about before starting this video is that because this is an open alpha product, I was curious on how things were gonna go when they actually go into a release state. And one of the most interesting things that stuck out to me was that Brickadia actually doesn't want to follow the freemium model. Because with the other websites, Roblox, Brick Hill, and Polytoria, they all follow freemium models. They are completely free to play, but you do want to pay money if you want to have additional accessories. For Roblox, it's Robux. For Brick Hill, it's Bucks. And for Polytoria, it's bricks. For those platforms, those are all the premium currencies that you usually have to spend money on to get a good chunk of them. But it seems like for Brickadia, they want to go for a completely paid model here, which means when this game releases, you will actually have to buy the game. You will not be able to play this for free. So if you are the type of person who really doesn't want to spend money playing games because you're a broke bitch and you don't have the money, then Brickadia is probably a platform that's not for you. There's absolutely no economy, so there's no currency to spend on. The great thing about Brickadia is, like Polytoria, it tries to have support for Linux. Because again, one of the downsides of Roblox is that it doesn't have native support for Linux. The only other alt Roblox platform that I have tried out so far that does have Linux support is Polytoria. And Brick Hill is also going to be getting Linux support soon, especially with their Player 2 client, which is supposedly supposed to have Mac OS and Linux support along with mobile support. That is currently not available right now, so Brickadia at least has a Linux installation. So of course, you can play this on Windows as well if you are a Windows player, but they have two separate options for Linux players. So there is the Debian/Ubuntu, which is not going to apply to me because I am running Manjaro Linux, which is actually not Debian based, it is actually Arch based. So this package does not apply to me. So unfortunately, I will not be downloading this package. So I'm gonna have to hit the Linux other option. And I want to try this out on Linux primarily because I am making a transition to Linux after all. I would much prefer if I could play all of my games on Linux as opposed to having to constantly switch between Windows and Linux just so that way I can game properly. Alright, so we're gonna download the tar.xz archive right here. So it says Linux versions of the launcher will not get updates. So if you do want to get an updated launcher, you will have to download the launcher again from the website, but we don't care. We're just gonna download the thing anyway. So we have, I think this is where our launcher is, so I need to figure out how to set this up. So give me a few minutes while I learn how to set this up real quick. Alright, so I've extracted the archive for the Brickadia launcher. So it seems like I will have to launch this bash script in order to open up Brickadia launcher. We can actually check the contents for ourselves. It just executes the launcher. That's pretty much all that it really does. It doesn't create a desktop file, which is the common file format that is used to be able to easily access applications from this little side menu right here. I could probably make a desktop file manually if I have the time, so it's not completely impossible to make a desktop file, but it does make the setup process not as premium or as friendly as opposed to a Windows experience. But let's double click on this. Oh, well, that's gonna just open up the file. We want to execute it, so thing about Linux is you usually want to launch it through the terminal. Alright, so it's downloading Brickadia right now. So I'm guessing this is the installer right here. Oh wow, I really messed up the text formatting, didn't I? I'm a dumbass. Alright, let's frickin' go. Alright, it's got some nice music. Blah, blah, blah. I've already mentioned this, so... Alright, so let me log in real quick. Alright, so now I'm logged in. We got this nice little title screen. I really like this title screen right here. It's actually very well polished for a title screen. So this game definitely has some polish to it. Alright, so let's customize our avatar first before we start joining any games real quick. Sound design's not bad. It's definitely workable for a menu. One thing I'm already appreciating about Brickadia from every other platform I've played so far is they actually have a decent selection of free items that you can wear. Like, even with Roblox, you are quite limited in the amount of items that you can wear if you don't spend any money on the website. Otherwise, you have to spend at least some sort of money on Robux to be able to get outfits from the normal catalog or the UGC to be able to customize your avatar and stuff. But I'm kind of glad that they actually have a decent selection of items that you can wear. But who knows, this might change in the future where you will have to buy these items. So, I don't know, I kind of like it. I kind of like the selection that you have here, so... Okay, so there's a little bit of overlap with some of the accessories. As you can see right there, there is a little bit of overlap with the meshes. Hopefully there is a way that you can fix that. Because that would kind of suck because I kind of like the combo that I do have. Maybe let's try a different pair of glasses. Alright, that's better. That's better. Oh, wow. You can really customize your avatar. Jesus Christ, bro. Egg. I think that's a meme in the Discord server. This head is such a meme in the Discord server. So there are some inside jokes in the community that I have yet to understand. So it's literally like I'm building a Lego person. That's seriously what it feels like. It feels like I'm actually building a Lego person. Okay, so at least there is full-on RGB support with recoloring the assets, which is super nice. I really hate it even on Roblox when I wish my hat was a different color and I can't recolor it because Roblox just doesn't have the ability to do that. It's a limitation because of Roblox, and you see this happen with other alternative platforms, so I really like the fact that you can actually fully customize the color of the accessories. Like, it's not full RGB, but it's still a pretty decent color palette, so you know what? I'll still give them credit. Thing is, since we have like separate hats for like bandanas and the belts and stuff, why include it in the stickers as well? That makes it even more confusing. Isn't that just kind of redundant? Alright, so I'm done finishing my avatar. I think I am pretty happy with what I got. This is my final result. Alright, so the way servers are listed, it's sort of similar to Gmod a little bit. It's not exactly, like Roblox, Brick Hill, or Polytoria, where the game page sort of is like a virtual web page that consists of, like, thumbnails and stuff. It's a server list that follows a lot like Gmod, because this is giving me serious Gmod vibes here. 2 million bricks? How the hell can this engine run 2 million bricks? Alright, so we're finally in the game. So here we go. We got some nice audio support. Good visuals. It's lagging a little bit. Oh, you could definitely see the ghosting artifacts on the reflections. You can, it's so painfully obvious. You can definitely see that. So, of course, the way that reflections are calculated are obviously not perfect. Okay, so I'm guessing these are building tools, so if I wanted to build on this place, that's how I would be able to access those tools. Let's see. So I'm guessing this gives us, like, a various... So it's similar to, like, the spawn menu in Gmod, where it gives you, like, a various different number of parts that you can spawn in. Yeah, this is giving me high amounts of Gmod vibes here. Like, this is as if Roblox, Lego, and Gmod had a child together. Alright, so T is to chat, which I don't understand why a lot of these platforms like to use T as chat, because I'm so used to doing / as chat. Maybe that is something that I could configure in the settings, but obvious ghosting artifact is obvious. I can definitely see that with the lamppost right there. Jesus Christ, the map actually looks pretty big. Like, this looks like a really big map. This is definitely not like any of the small-scaled maps that we've seen in Brick Hill and Polytoria. Like, this is a full-on map here. Okay, so yeah, I'm forced into third person, so literally, if I want to get any closer to my avatar, I have to run my camera into something, so that's kind of annoying. Oh, that's weird. This curved path is texturing over the studs. It doesn't follow the studs at all. Like, the studs aren't rotating to match the curvature of the path. That is weird. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. The lighting is pretty damn good. I hope this is what the Brick Hill new client would like to offer in terms of lighting, because the lighting on this map is pretty phenomenal. I'm guessing someone was trying to build here. That's why, I'm assuming there's a bunch of crap out in the parking lot. Either that, or this is supposed to be like some tool set that is going to be used when building any of the buildings. Because how I'm thinking this works, right, is instead of working as places that you have to update every now and then, I think these are places that are constantly updated, like, with each and every new part that you build. So, I don't think it's like Roblox, Brick Hill, or Polytoria in the sense that they're pre-established maps. Like, these are definitely dynamic maps that you can build on as you wish. I hear some running water, so... Clear this is supposed to be water. So I don't know if Brickadia has particle systems in it, I mean, there is no sound that is made when I do go into the fountain, but still. The insane amount of detail in not only the graphics, but the map design as well. Jesus Christ. Like, in terms of all the platforms I've seen so far, this is the best in terms of graphics. Like, holy crap. These graphics are absolutely stunning. Oh my god, there's ambience. There's actual ambience. So the game's not detailed enough as to have, like, sophisticated bottles or some stuff. It really bothers me that I can't zoom in. Like, seriously, how do I zoom in? Like, this is driving me nuts. Okay, so that's one way to zoom in, but that's, like, optifine zoom right there. It's, like, reducing your FOV to reduce, like, your vision and stuff to try and recreate a zoom effect. So that's like an optifine zoom. That's not what I'm looking for, though. Alright, that kind of sucks that you can't zoom in and out of your avatar like you can with Roblox. And you also can't go into first person either, so, like, even if I don't want to have the zooming feature, like, it would still be nice to get into first person so that way I can take in these maps from a first person perspective. There's actual curvature on the banner. Like, that's how you know there's, like, insane detail going into these maps. Like, Jesus. If I ever try to recreate a map in Brickadia, I don't think anything I build will come anywhere near as close as this. Like, I have to give people credit here. This is insane detail. Like, I don't think I could recreate this detail alone, unless if I have months worth of time to do this. Although, you could definitely tell there are some places that have not been built yet. Like, as you can see, there's this huge void right here of just nothingness. So you could tell there's definitely parts of the map that are still a work in progress, but Jesus Christ, with the insane number of parts, I'm just surprised that my computer isn't crashing. Like, the optimization that this client must have in order to support this number of parts, like, they must have some insane optimization here, because let's be honest, if you were to try and recreate this on Roblox, for instance, no doubt that the client is gonna freeze or crash, because there would be way too many parts for the Roblox client to handle. This is insane how this map that contains of thousands upon thousands of parts can still load effortlessly. It's crazy. Ooh, there's a nice little playground, too. Look, a nice little playground. Can I go down the slide? Let's see if I can go down the slide. Okay, sure. I'll count that as going down the slide. It's like the more and more I reach into this map, the more new things I keep on discovering about this map. Oh, I fell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've made it into the void. Let's go. I am now stuck at rock bottom. The buttons are a little finicky. They don't always seem to be clickable, so I have to move my mouse a little bit in order to click them. Alright, I don't know the method of hosting that this platform does. Well, I'm assuming that this is dedicated servers? Is this dedicated servers, or is this self-hosting? Based from what I'm seeing, I think this is dedicated servers, but I might be completely wrong here. Oh, there's some obvious Z fighting that's going on with the textures. Can I increase my render distance? Alright, I'm about to kill my computer by doing this, but alright, let's go. Okay, so, the buttons are slightly off on the clickability area. Alright, so, even on unlimited view distance, Wow, man. I could still run this at a smooth 60 frames per second for the most part. And I'm on unlimited distance. There is little bits of noticeable, like, frame drops here and there. But overall, it's pretty smooth. Okay, so one thing I'm already liking about a lot of the maps on Brickadia so far is the sense of scale. Even most games on Roblox don't have very big maps. And when I play games like Van's World, for example, I thought Van's World had a pretty big map. It's pretty big for Roblox standards, but maps like these demolish Van's World in terms of size, because holy crap, this is a big map. How long is it gonna take for us to get to the pyramids? Jesus. I wish there was like some dune buggy or some car that allows us to drive across the desert. I really like the music. The background music is so relaxing. Whoever made this, I hope this is not copyrighted, but this is a really nice soundtrack. I really like this soundtrack. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we finally have made it to the pyramids. You can definitely see there are some building artifacts for sure, especially, like right here, because let's see if I can get under the pyramid. Yep, there we go. I'm now under the pyramid. Let's go. Oh, hey, look! It's another player! I'm guessing that's supposed to be the person who is building this place, but of course, I think they're still working on building this place at the moment. Yeah, if I ever try to build a game in Brickadia, none of my maps are gonna come anywhere as close as this. This is just insane. The insane amount of effort people have put into these maps. I don't think I could ever make something like this. Okay, I don't want to fall. Alright, let's go. But Jesus, the complexity of this building. Oh my god. If you told me that this is not Roblox, I would honestly be shocked. Because holy crap. This is unbelievable. Hey, look, I made it to the top. Whoa. Like, you could see the terrain and everything. But Jesus Christ, this is a view and a half. Oh, this looks so gorgeous. I love this. So, from what I'm gathering about Brickadia so far, it's definitely not trying to be Roblox. Unlike Brick Hill and Polytoria, which clearly have a lot of inspiration off of Roblox, and a lot of their features are modeled around Roblox, Brickadia clearly is not trying to be Roblox. They're clearly trying to be their own separate platform here. It seems like this is a platform that is more focused on the building aspect. I think it's supposed to be a canvas to show, like, the insane things that you could possibly build using the engine of Brickadia. So I think Brickadia is honestly a builder's paradise here. It's definitely not trying to be Roblox at all. It's fairly derivative from Roblox in many aspects. So, like, don't get me wrong, I still think it is somewhat of an alternative, but it is very derivative from Roblox. Like, I don't think you could easily call Brickadia a Roblox knockoff or a clone. They're really not the same thing. Oh, hey, someone joined the game. And holy crap, look at how far away they are. Let's see if I can start up a conversation with somebody. More than likely, he's not going to speak at all, but... you know, it's worth a shot. He's right there. He's just jumping around, minding his own business. And he's flying, too! What the hell? How's he flying? Oh, dude. Dude ran past me just like Sonic. Oh my god. He's running like Sonic speeds, I swear to god. Alright, so here's a little hut right here. No furniture at all. Okay. But if I ever want to play this regularly, I really need to figure out the controls. Because holy crap, they are not the same. But yeah, the fact that there is this house in the middle of nowhere, I don't know why, but this is such an aesthetic. I sound really cringe saying that, and I'm sorry, but dude, the fact that there's just this one house in the absolute middle of nowhere, it's kind of like the Community in the way, where it's like there's almost no civilization at all. Oh, so there's music that plays when you shoot weapons. Oh, okay. Okay, so there's actual atmosphere in this game. What the hell? I like how someone built an Among Us imposter at the spawn. That's just great. Holy cow, this looks like a building wasteland. Like, you could definitely tell that there were a lot of people who started, like, their building projects here and stuff. It seems like they don't just use parts for terrain too. They actually do use voxel terrain, as evidenced by the terrain right here. As you can see, there's like hills that you can go on and stuff, but it's clearly not individual parts. It's one big terrain. Seems like this base is pretty well guarded, so I don't think I can enter it. Oh wait, there's an entrance. The graphics are phenomenal. Like, this is, like, I know I've said it so many times, but the graphics are absolutely phenomenal. Like, I have never seen a game, I've never seen a Lego-like game with graphics this sophisticated. This is insane. It's really the lighting that makes it stand out. Like, this is on some future is bright level sort of lighting. It's so nice. The fact that I'm not freezing to death is impressive, considering that I'm literally just wearing a tank top. Well, that's what I'm trying to be wearing, but obviously they don't have a tank top option, but I'm trying to wear a tank top, but of course, trust me, if I were to be wearing these kinds of clothes in this type of weather, I'd be freezing to death. So, my final thoughts on Brickadia, let's get something out of the way real quick here. It's clear that Brickadia derives a lot from Roblox. It's not trying to be Roblox, okay? Although it does seem like from playing a little bit of Brickadia that this is clearly not my type of game to really be developing on. I haven't seen a whole lot of scripting aspects of Brickadia. I think the purpose of Brickadia is it's meant to be a builder's sort of platform. So if you do enjoy building, then you're gonna really enjoy Brickadia because you are able to build it to your limits with Brickadia's engine. Like, there were maps that had millions of parts, and they were still able to run smoothly. If you ever tried doing the same feat in Roblox, it's not possible. You cannot have millions of parts in Roblox. I mean, don't get me wrong, Roblox has definitely optimized their engine a lot throughout the years, but it's definitely not strong enough to withstand millions of parts. I'm more of a programmer than a builder, so maybe Brickadia isn't the game for me, but I still would like to revisit this game occasionally, see the progress that the client is making, and also see the maps that people make in this game, because those are some phenomenal maps. Like, I don't think I would be able to make any of those maps at all. It would be way too tedious, and it would be way too complicated for me. I just simply can't do it. If there's anything about Brickadia that I did miss, feel free to leave a comment down below and tell me what I've missed, because I would love to see if I could try and address those things maybe in a follow-up episode. Who knows? I really respect the efforts that have gone into this platform. I definitely could see this taking off as a sort of building playset. I would love to see VR support in this game, more importantly. I would just imagine seeing those immersive maps. Imagine if I could see that in VR. That would be crazy. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified for any future upload that I make to this channel. This is Game Webcam, and take care.